So let's, this suit particular, I want to talk about the lining. It's a watch lining, it's horology. So there's, sort of symbolic of the passage of time, but I want to go less symbolic, I want to go reductive. Which mobsters were into watches? And was there a watch culture in the mob?
A watch called?
Watch culture.
Culture in the mob.
Like, was it something that, like you would see, some guy, Frankie the Watch or something?
Yeah, guys like to wear watches. I mean, I did at that time. I had a Piaget, and I had, we had all the best watches back then, so it was big. And one guy I remember, obviously John Gotti liked to wear watches, And
what did he wear?
Huh?
What did he wear?
He wore, all the best watches at the time. I don't remember. He would always have a different watch on, I remember. And some of them were custom made. I had a watch actually that my dad had given me, solid gold with diamonds all around it. Very expensive watch. I used to wear it. I cherished it because it was from my father. But look, guys were into, I don't know if you remember back then, if you see some of the photos with the gold chains and all that kind of stuff, but watches were very big and expensive watches.
So it wasn't considered like, you might be flashing too much money and attracting attention to yourself if you're wearing a very expensive watch?
It really depended on who the guy was. Like Gotti didn't care about things like that. My guy, Andrew Russo, didn't care. But some of the old timers, like Carlo Gambino, probably had never seen him in a watch like that, But yeah, not too many guys worried about that. If they liked their watches and they liked their styles, they wore it.
Okay, well, how about this? So you're, in that community, let's say family was very paramount. So if you're getting yourself a $50,000 watch, what do you buy for your wife?
Didn't matter.
Really?
No, it wasn't looked at that way. So oftentimes, honestly, if you were a guy of substance in that life, somebody would give you a present and you'd have a beautiful watch like that. Like, I was, I forget what it was that time. Oh gosh, it was a hot brand watch that I was given when I got made. And not when I got made a captain. We had a celebration, and they gave me a beautiful watch back then. Didn't matter, you didn't look at it that way. Well, what am I gonna get my wife now? No. The wives were treated pretty well. They got taken care of.
Well, see, that's something that I just learned that is very interesting to me, is that I thought completely the opposite. I thought, you'd have to keep it on the DL and make sure nobody sees, because where's the money coming from, right? And everybody kind of knows there's something going on, and you're just saying I don't care, just let's go.
Again, depended upon some of the old timers, yeah, but the generation that I was in, they wore their watches.
All right, so there we have the first ice came from the mob. It's funny.
Possibly.
Cool, that's all I want about the suit. Anything else you want to mention about the suit or colors?
No, this is, like I said, I'm going to Cuba, and we're going to be leading a delegation there, so I think this will be very appropriate. At one point in time, I probably wouldn't have wore yellow. I didn't want to stand out that much, but now I think it works.
Yeah, we wanted something that had a Neapolitan feel to it.
Yeah.
Especially in a warm, humid environment, you want suits that are bright and a little bit colorful to reflect the warmth.
Yeah.
And so for Cuba, that's gonna fly.
That'd be great. Yeah.
Very cool.
And Italy, we go to Italy every year. We just came back, and I think this will be perfect.